Okay, so we'll read the script in voices. So I'll do my narrator voice. Charlotte Khan. No, fuck. Charlotte Khan has always hated deserted. What? Had always hated deserted Bangkok with its cloudy, clever cliffs. It was a place where she felt irritable. She was a generous, energetic tea drinker with a curvy warts and ample spots. Her friends saw her as a mute, mighty muppet. Once she had even received a dying old man, that's the sort of woman she was. I'm so confused. Charlotte walked over to the window and reflected on her damp surroundings. The rain hammered like talking ostriches. What the fuck? Then she saw something in the difference, or rather, someone. It was the figure of Sonia Gobble. Sonia was a bold hero with fluffy warts and slimy spots. Charlotte gulped. She was not prepared for Sonia. As Charlotte stepped outside and Sonia came closer, she could see the low glint in her eye. I am here because I want the Wi-Fi code, Sonia bellowed in a selfish tone. She slammed her fist into Charlotte's chest with the force of 5,449 horses. I freaking hate you, Charlotte Khan. Charlotte looked back, even more stressed and still fingering the spotty ruler. Sonia, exterminate, she replied. They looked at each other with confident feelings, like two greasy, graceful giraffes dancing in an admirable carol service, which had flute music playing in the background and two controlling uncles thinking to the beat. Suddenly, Sonia lunged forward and tried to punch Charlotte in the face. Quickly, Charlotte grabbed the spotty ruler and brought it down on Sonia's skull. Sonia's fluffy warts trembled and her slimy spots wobbled. She looked ecstatic. Her body rolled like a noisy, nosy newspaper. Then she let out an agonizing groan and collapsed onto the ground. Moments later, Sonia Gobble was dead. Charlotte Khan went back inside and made herself a nice cup of tea. The end. What the fuck did I just read? Two articulate uncles singing to the beat. Chantal Dupe was thinking about Chris Parker again. Chris was a controlling author with eyes and spiky eyebrows. Chantal walked over to the window and reflected on her pretty surroundings. She had always loved the damp sludge side with its thankful, thoughtful trees. It was a place that encouraged her tendency to feel shocked. Then she saw something in the distance, or rather, someone. It was the controlling figure of Chris Parker. Chantal gulped. She glanced at her own reflection. She was a vile, optimistic port drinker, with moist eyes and brown eyebrows. Her friends saw her as a crazy, colossal coward. Once she had even helped a stormy kitten recover from a flying accident. What the fuck? But not even a vile person who had once helped a stormy kitten recover from a flying accident was prepared for what Chris had in store today. The sleet rained like swimming koalas, making Chantal happy. Chantal grabbed a silver blade that had been strewn nearby. She massaged it with her fingers. As Chantal stepped outside and Chris came closer, she could see the vain glint in his eye. Look, Chantal, growled Chris, with a controlling glare that reminded Chantal of controlling snakes. I hate you, and I want some more Facebook friends. You owe me 8,239 pounds. Chantal looked back, even more happy and still fingering the silver blade. Why is everyone fingering shit? Chris, I just don't need you in my life anymore, she replied. They looked at each other with sad feelings, the two curvy, crispy cats sleeping at the very cowardly christening, which had R&B music playing in the background and two articulate uncles singing to the beat. Cento studied Chris's eyes and spiky eyebrows. Eventually she took a deep breath and... Eventually she took a deep breath. "I am afraid I have declared myself bankrupt," explained Chantal. "You will never get your money." "No," objected Chris. "You lie." "I do not," retorted Chantal. "Now get your eyes out of here before I hit you with this silver blade." Chris looked anxious, his wallet raw like a grieving grizzly gun. Chantal could actually hear Chris's wallet shatter into 8,239 pieces. Then the controlling Arthur hurried away into the distance. Not even a glass of port would calm Chantal's nerves tonight. The end. What is this shit? Like, actually, Jesus Christ.